Hello.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm David, and we are here to talk about this week's episode of Survivor.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Hashtag Blindside.
Oh, it was a good one.
Such a good episode.
It was, yes.
So we started with a reward challenge.
Yes. They had to roll themselves in one of them had to be in a barrel.
Oh, right, the barrel
And then the other three rolled them along. Mm-hmm. So 2 people had to sit out from Bayon and Takeo because there are only 4 people left in Angkor. So 1 person's in the barrel, the other 3 people are rolling them, and then once they dock them on this little port, they hop out of the barrel, get on top of it, and then have to unwind this bag and unhook it, and they have to do that 3 times.
Which Monica, for Bayon, was the one in the barrel, and she could not seem to
figure that out.
Unravel the bag.
Yeah.
They fell way behind.
And Jeff Probst, he has no mercy on these people. He was like, Monica, going so slow. Bayon losing so much time. She's acting like it's a Sunday picnic after church.
Yeah.
He is brutal.
I love it.
Yeah.
The other 2 are they get up to the end.
Yeah.
And then in the bags were
ski balls, right?
Yes.
So then there's a sort of a bowling pin setup, and they have to roll the balls up and get them in each of these targets, and whoever gets all 6 in their targets first wins the reward.
Right. So those 2, Angkor and Takeo, are ski balling, and then eventually Bayon gets up there.
Yes.
Then they get pretty close.
Because Spencer comes out of nowhere. Jeremy was having a very hard time with the ski balls for Bayon, but then Spencer taps in, and he gets 4 in a row right away, and everything's tied up.
But Keith finishes it for Takeo first.
Yeah, so they get
they win first place.
Chairs.
They win cushioned chairs.
And orange
those
juice.
don't even fit in on your island.
Right.
I'd be like, I don't even know what to do.
Right,
Sit
it's
here?
like a
What do
Barca
I do?
lounger. What am I supposed to do with this?
Those looked funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got juice and
fresh fruit.
Yeah. Then Angkor wins.
Woo pulled it out for Angkor. They were so happy. They got a tarp, which they really needed because
seriously,
they had no shelter.
Give the guys a tarp.
Seriously.
That was plenty of a prize, I thought.
Yeah.
Well,
they were very happy to have finally won a reward. That was good for them.
And then nothing for Bayon.
Nothing.
Then we have an immunity challenge.
Yes.
We should say they did show some bickering between Bayon in the very beginning. There was some bickering with Monica because she was like, I don't want to deplete the ocean.
Yeah, this other girl wanted to pull all of the clams out of the ocean to eat them. She was like, we're hungry, let's eat. And Monica was like, but I'm thinking down the line, I'm not living day to day. I don't want to pull everything out of the ocean and then starve later. It
was just a little hint that the editors were giving us about where this episode was going.
Tension.
So immunity challenge was running up
rope ladders.
These rope ladders. And
then a slingshot.
Yeah, slingshot bean bags.
Yes, and there's 5 big targets, and you have to hit these targets with the bean bag, and then a flag pops up.
And you had to rotate, so as soon as you hit a target, you have to run down and someone else runs up. So they're going through, and it kind of went back and forth, who's winning or whatever.
Yes, right.
But shockingly, Angkor won first.
Well, because I think, what's his name, Fishbat? He totally misfired for Bayon and hit one of Angkor's targets, and that counts for Angkor.
Yeah, that's true. They did.
And then it was Tasha hit it on her first try, so Angkor just really had some things going on their side.
True.
And they got through it first. So
but Joe did really well at it. He went up there a couple times for Takeo.
Yes.
So they got second.
Keith is the one who finished it off
for Takeo.
Yeah.
So they did well, and then whoopsie, Bayon did not win again.
No.
So this time they're sent to tribal council.
And this is the first time that the Bayon tribe has been to tribal council. There are 2 members who are originally from Takeo, Spencer and Wigglesworth. So they've been
4 people were now going to tribal council for the first time.
First time, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
And they had originally sort of laid out the plan, they're 4 strong.
Yeah.
And Spencer was playing into it, I'm not really with Wigglesworth.
Yeah.
We're not a thing. Cool.
And Kelly and Spencer both sort of knew, it's you or me. They have the numbers.
Right.
So.
And I don't know if that's legitimately true. Kelly plays this old school style where she thinks that her work speaks for itself.
Right.
And doesn't need to make alliances or whatever. But they don't show her talking. So is that because she's legitimately not talking? Or are they just cutting that out?
Yeah.
That's where I get a little confused.
Yeah.
But ultimately it appeared that they knew it was going to come down to one or the other.
Yeah. And Spencer was playing the game pretty hard and trying to align with these four. And Kelly seemingly was just like fishing in the ocean and not really campaigning for herself.
Seemingly.
Yeah.
But everyone in the original Bayon were telling Spencer, like, yeah cool, we'll vote out.
Yeah. Well then, Monica opens her big mouth.
And I mean, it stinks for her, but I can understand. It doesn't hurt to like bring up other ideas. People do it all the time.
Yeah, and you never know, like sometimes people get tunnel vision, so it doesn't hurt to say, what about, have we considered this option?
What about this? Exactly. And if anyone else had picked up on it and been like, good idea, let's go for it, would have paid off for her.
Totally.
In this regard, though, people were already annoyed with her.
Yeah.
So then it was just like fuel for their fire.
Yeah.
Really.
So Monica's saying like, well, you know, maybe we need to keep the girls' numbers up. And like, I know we want to vote Kelly out, but like, what about an all-girls alliance down the line? And maybe we should keep Kelly.
Kimmy takes that back to Jeremy and Fishback.
Yes.
And so, of course, now they're like, well, if she's willing to say this, is she really loyal to the original Bayon 4 or the original Bayon?
Right.
Could she then say, well, let's, I don't know, she can do anything.
You know, and Kimmy's saying, like, Monica is not playing for the Bayon tribe, she's playing for Monica, and she will stab anybody in the back she needs to, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, which probably is true.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, isn't everyone playing for themselves?
That's like, you literally could insert anybody's name into that sentence and it's accurate. Kimmy sort of gets super paranoid and causes Jeremy and Fishback to get very paranoid as well.
And I really think that Kimmy just wanted Monica out.
Yeah,
and
because she didn't want to hear about let's not pick the clams out of the ocean anymore.
So they talk about it. Now paranoia has set in, but of course Survivor leaves it like we don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
And then they played it off amazingly. This is when I applaud those three original Bayon tribe members.
Yep.
The way, flawless.
Yeah.
Flawless. Our whole conversation is about tribal unity.
Exactly.
And loyalty.
And this is a game based on trust.
And is it going to be Wigglesworth or Spencer?
Yeah. And the whole conversation is sort of geared towards Spencer and Kelly, and they're both talking about, you know, we recognize that it's her or me, and like, you know, Kelly's like, well, I think, you know, my actions speak for themselves and my work, you know, is what it is, and hopefully it will carry me into tomorrow. And Jeff is like, well, that's a very old school way of playing. Like, not one word about it might be someone other than Wigglesworth or Spencer.
Jeff is like, Monica, do you think it's pretty set? And she's like, oh, it's set. And it's like, oh, it's set, all right.
But not the way you think it is. Yeah.
Okay, so then they reveal the votes in the perfect way, of course.
Yes.
They go with Monica's vote first.
Yep, she votes for Wigglesworth.
And then Spencer, well, Kelly's vote for Spencer.
Yeah.
Then Spencer's vote for Kelly.
Yeah.
And then, boom, Monica. And so she's like,
wait a minute, what?
Whoa, wrinkle.
Yeah.
Then, boom, second Monica. Now, Spencer's looking, Kelly's looking, everyone's looking. And of course, Monica knows 2 Monica names means her original Bayon people have done
her in the back. Yeah.
And then, boom, third Bayon.
Oh my
and
God.
Kimmy and Jeremy and Fishback are like,
they're just like,
yep,
we did it. We did that.
It
was awesome.
Loved the way that played out. That was so much fun.
And it was literally like Jeff was like the 3rd person or the 4th person eliminated, 5th person eliminated from Survivor Second Chance, Monica. And then it's like hashtag Blindside in the corner of the screen. Like, so good.
That was good TV, people.
Yeah. And she didn't say anything. She just like looked back at them and was like, I know you bitches did this. I know.
And she doesn't know why. Like, clearly it came out of nowhere for her.
Yeah. It just goes to show, like,
Kelly and Spencer really knew why either. They were caught off guard.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Right. But it's like one little thing gets you. I mean, I guess, you know, there, like we said, there was a little bit of tension beforehand. But like,
Monica didn't know there was tension.
Yeah, and if she hadn't said that about the All Girls Alliance to Kimmy,
she wouldn't have
Kelly Wigglesworth would have gone home.
Yeah. And I would have been sad to see Kelly go.
Yes, me too.
You know, she's the original team.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about just keeping her.
I like her.
I know she's a threat.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get her out eventually.
Yes.
But
not yet.
I don't know.
But what's so great, I think, about these 3 eliminations since they did they split them into 3 tribes, was that in both of these tribes, Angkor and Bayon, they had majorities. Like, there were sides with 4 original tribe members, but those 4 original tribe members have turned on each other.
Yeah.
They had the numbers. It could have been simple, straightforward. Let's get these 2 people in the minority out, but that has not happened once yet.
And I kind of agree with that, because when they talk about original tribe loyalty, it doesn't make sense to me, because you're in a new tribe.
Yeah.
And yes, things are going to mix up later, but things are also going to go single later.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to plan for that stuff. So you kind of have to work with your tribe as is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd throw out that original tribe loyalty.
Who cares?
But we were saying when we were watching the episode, why didn't Kelly and Spencer do what Tasha and Savage did?
Yes.
They were like, let's find that weak link and let's work this in our
Find
advantage.
the person who's lowest on the totem pole in that 4 and bring them over to your side. Like,
right. But they, you know, Spencer was like, I'm just gonna step back. And then I guess Kelly was like, they'll see me for what I like, keep me or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but anyway, interesting, different ways to do it, but basically the same thing happened.
Yeah, but this is a fun episode with that Blindside.
Yes, and I'm glad that Angkor gets a night off from Tribal Council.
God bless them. They needed it.
Although I'm all for Abby going at this point.
Please.
I am over her.
Get that crazy lady out of here. Tasha is like, it takes everything in me
and you can
to be
see
around
that.
her.
Yeah, you can see Tasha's face of just like, do I have to sit here and listen to you right now?
Oh my God, and literally, like, Wu tells this really heartbreaking story about his mother getting a heart transplant, and Abby's like, I mean, why is he doing that? Is he trying to get sympathy? Like, I had tendinitis. It was like, what? Abby, those are not the same. God.
Moving on, Abby. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode as much as we did. Where are we headed now?
Yeah.
Who's the next weakest link to get out, or the strongest link to get out?
And I'm interested to see what happens when Takeo, or if Takeo, goes to Tribal Council. Because what looks like it's happening on that tribe is they have the original 4, and Kelly, the blonde, is trying to get in with those original 4 and get Terry Dietz out.
Right.
But
why are they hating on Terry?
Maybe there's going to be some kind of blow up in that group, too.
Yeah, I'm missing out on, because they did form a 5-person alliance without Terry. He's the one person that's not in that group, which is so...
And he just seems like he's having such a good time.
I know, he does. And he seems like a good guy, but I must be missing something.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they lose where that leads.
Yeah.
Or if there's another shakeup.
Yeah. Ooh.
Give us a like.
Yeah.
And a
Click
subscribe. And we'll see you next week, because we do this every week.
Every week.